Imagine this. In the world of anime, there are characters with mind-blowing powers that go far beyond what anyone could imagine. But ironically, they almost never, or in some cases, never, use their full potential. This makes fans both curious and frustrated, while turning these characters into legends in the anime community. So have you ever wondered, who are the overpowered anime characters that never once in their lives unleashed their true 100% power? Let's dive into the list right now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next big anime breakdowns.
At number 10, we have Kisuke Urahara from Bleach. At first glance, he looks like nothing more than a quirky shopkeeper. But in reality, Urahara is one of the greatest geniuses in Soul Society. He's not only a powerful Shinigami, but also the mastermind scientist behind countless inventions. Throughout the series, he rarely shows his full strength, relying instead on tricks, tactics, and clever traps to outsmart enemies. Even when he goes all out, it still feels like Urahara is holding back one last secret card. That mysterious aura is exactly what makes him one of the classic never at 100% characters.
Coming in at number 9, it's Shanks from One Piece. He's one of the 4 emperors, a man whose presence alone makes the Marines nervous. And yet, across thousands of chapters and episodes, we've almost never seen him fight seriously. The most he's done are a few small clashes, blocking blows, or flexing his conqueror's haki. But even those moments shook the entire world. Oda clearly wants to hide Shanks' true power, turning him into the ultimate silent legend. Fans can only wait for the final war to see Shanks finally unleash everything.
At number 8, of course, it's Saitama from One Punch Man. He's the most obvious example of someone who never uses all of his power. Why? Because even he doesn't know where his limit is. Every fight ends with a single punch. But here's the real question. Was that punch ever his maximum? The series often hints that Saitama's growth is limitless, and even his battles against Boros or Garou weren't his true full power. In fact, the concept of 100% power doesn't really exist for Saitama. That's why he embodies pure infinity.
Number 7 is Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. Widely considered the strongest sorcerer of his era, Gojo wields both the 6 eyes and limitless techniques. But here's the fun part. He rarely fights seriously. Most of the time, Gojo toys with his enemies, smiling and relaxed. Even when he unleashes Domain Expansion Infinite Void, you still get the sense that he hasn't reached his ceiling. Gege Akutami built Gojo as an unbeatable monster, and since he's never had to fully exert himself, he'll always be seen as someone who never shows 100% of his strength. At number 6, we've got Kisame Hoshigaki from Naruto. Compared to Itachi, Kisame doesn't get as much spotlight, but whenever he fights, it's shocking. With insane chakra reserves and the Samehada sword that drains enemy chakra, he often left opponents hopeless. And yet, throughout the series, we never saw Kisame fight to his very last drop. Even in his death battle against Might Guy, it felt like he was holding back, choosing to die, protecting Akatsuki's secrets rather than unleashing everything. If Kisame ever went 100%, many characters would not have survived.
Number 5. Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. This vampire is practically immortal, holding countless souls inside him with powers beyond imagination. Yet throughout most of the anime, Alucard fights with contempt, only using a fraction of his abilities to toy with enemies. It wasn't until the final battle that he released his entire Army of Darkness, giving fans a glimpse of what he could really do. But even then, it felt like there was more hidden. Alucard is the classic example of someone who's infinitely powerful, but never feels the need to use it all.
Number 4. Ryuk from Death Note. Now, you might say, but Ryuk doesn't even fight.
And that's exactly the point. He's a Shinigami with the power to kill anyone by writing their name in the Death Note. But the crazy thing is, he's never used that godlike ability to its fullest. Instead, he just watched, laughed, and played games with Light Yagami. If Ryuk ever took his Death Note seriously, he could reshape the world entirely. But he doesn't care, turning absolute power into nothing more than his personal entertainment.
At number 3, Madara Uchiha from Naruto Shippuden. Even after being resurrected, Madara looked like a god on the battlefield, wiping out entire ninja armies with ease. Once he became the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, he was practically unstoppable. But here's the twist. He never actually got to use his full power. Before he could, Zetsu betrayed him and stole his body. This made Madara one of the most terrifying characters who never truly reached 100%, yet still left behind unforgettable fear and awe.
Number 2, Zeno-sama from Dragon Ball Super. This being can erase entire universes with the flick of his finger. But did you realize Zeno has never actually fought anyone? His godlike powers are shown only through simple gestures or stories told by others. If Zeno ever fought seriously, the entire multiverse would probably vanish instantly. His quiet demeanor and rare interventions make him the ultimate symbol of absolute power that never needs to prove itself.
And finally, at number 1, the ultimate symbol of hidden power, Shigeo Kageyama, Mob from Mob Psycho 100. He's a boy with terrifying psychic abilities, yet all he ever wanted was to live like a normal person. Mob constantly suppresses himself, hiding his strength to avoid hurting others. Only when pushed to the brink does he hit 100%. But here's the big question. Is that really his limit? The series suggests that 100% is just a number Mob set for himself, and his true potential could be far greater. This contrast between unimaginable power and his humble, kind personality makes Mob the perfect number 1.
So, there you have it. 10 anime characters with incredible power who never once used 100% of it. From the mysterious Shanks, the limitless Saitama, to the godlike Zeno and the restrained Mob, they all raise the same question. Do they hold back because they don't need to? Because they don't want to? Or because the author wanted to leave fans with endless theories? Maybe it's all three, and that's exactly what keeps anime so exciting. Every generation of fans can keep debating, imagining, and wondering. If you enjoyed this list, let me know in the comments which character you think is still hiding their true strength. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can keep uncovering more anime mysteries together. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.